What wouldn't you do for your child? What wouldn't you do to make sure that your child has a positive learning environment? My name is Keira Quintero, and I am currently a principal in an elementary school with 500 students. My role entails quite a bit, leading the instructional programs in our building, managing student behavior, ensuring students are achieving and reaching their full potential in the building, and ensuring students feel like they belong in our community and have a sense of belonging and community in our building. There are a few key factors that are really important to establish a great learning environment for students. We need a supportive and safe learning environment for our students that creates a sense of belonging and a welcoming, warm, welcoming feel. We look at the organization of physical space in classrooms, not just in classrooms, but in the school as a general rule and expectation when we're looking at our building space, ensuring that our students and our staff have the proper space needed to conduct engaging lessons. A really important part as well is students getting involved in hands-on activities in the class. Those are all some things that we look for that are really important for kids to have that warm, welcoming environment and achieve their learning. One of the things that's really important and that can transfer over from the education system into our Sunday school environment is the students having the ability to move freely about the classroom. I know that could sound rather basic or silly, but again, if you have a class of, let's say, 30 students, the amount of interactive and physical movement they're going to be able to engage in is going to be very limited, and that is a very key part and integral part of a child's learning experience, is going to be able to be moving around the classroom. If students don't feel that they belong, they're going to look elsewhere for that sense of belonging. And so our Sunday school teachers have a really hard job they are supposed to be, contributing to the spiritual growth of our students at church. And if they are constrained by physical space and by the numbers that they have in their classroom, they aren't able to do that crucial part of their job in building those solid relationships with our kids. Another impact that I would see it having is on visitors who come to church and bring their children. If the visitor sees that the space is very crowded and cramped, they may be more reluctant to allow their child to participate in class. And the child may see that and feel very overwhelmed by the number of students, the small space, and feeling that they don't want to enter that space because they're worried about what might happen or have some anxiety about that. So I think it could really have an impact on our visitors. If they see that there's not room for their child to be part of the church, they may not want to come back. Because most visitors, if they do have children, they are looking for a place that their child can grow and thrive, and that's what we need to provide our kids. I do see firsthand as a school principal the ways our world is trying to influence our kids. Kids are so impressionable, and the world knows that, and if we don't take the time to invest in our students and our kids here, the world's going to do that. We are trying to raise the next generation of students and of kids who are spiritually stable and sound and have a walk with God, and we can't do that if we're not investing in our kids. So if we want to see our kids succeed and if we want spiritual growth, we need to invest time, money, other resources into our kids. That's the most important thing that we can do. You can get involved by praying, pledging of your finances, and participating in the process to make this Life Center a reality. We're in a battle for the next generation, and winning the battle starts by making room.